Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Before I get going with this video, I just want to take a moment to thank our friend Barbara very much for your donation to our channel's PayPal account. Thank you, Barb. Now, the other day I did a video about visualization, about visualizing a new life, a new you, a life free from a narcissist. And as I've been moving through this process myself, I've got to tell you, a couple other things came up. You got to be careful what you wish for, because for goodness sakes, you might get it, and you need to know how to manage it. Now, one of the things that really came up for me recently, I just started a handmade handbag business, a home-based business here, and I made 2 prototypes. I gave them to the retailer, and they sold right away. So now I'm right back in that retail accessory designing kind of biz, right? Where now I've got deadlines, timelines, and I hadn't considered balance in my life and figuring out how I would make all of this work in a harmonious way. It'd be far too easy to have your life tip again. And after having a life so gravely tipped as a result of narcissistic abuse, I really want to create a harmonious balance in my life. And once again, find myself in a bit of a learning curve. Okay, so once again, I find myself in a state of self-reflection. What do I want to see as far as balance in my life? Well, I've got to think about the big ones. I want to be able to enjoy quality time with my family. Now, right now, my son Eddie's here. My son Exton's coming soon. So I want to have a lifestyle that allows me to spend really good time with them. Being exposed to narcissism and being a victim of narcissistic abuse will most certainly send your life reeling out of balance. I mean, I was in such a constant state of stomping out fires, always afraid of what he was going to do next, always thinking ahead, like, how am I going to combat it when it comes up? What am I going to say? What am I going to do? I mean, it was just so time-consuming. Everything about my life was about the narc and about how I would manage the narc and keep the damage to a minimum and stomp out the fires and picking my words so carefully. I mean, it just sends your life reeling out of balance. And then you get free from the narc, you start to regain a stable foundation, you start to move forward in your life. And as my life has unfolded over the last couple of months since I moved back to Mexico, well, I'll be honest, I was really hopeful that the handbag business would do well. For 2 prototypes to sell in a matter of 24 hours was really fabulous. And I am really excited and really grateful that the future for my little, home-based business looks good. But I realized I've lost some of my coping skills. I've lost some of my life management skills. And I think this is really important for us as we move forward and heal and really start to achieve the things that we want to have happen in our lives. I need to have time to develop my little home-based business. Now, this includes dealing with the retailers that I'm involved with. This involves sourcing out materials. This involves creating the product line. There's all sorts of aspects of this, and I hadn't really kind of played out the whole plan in my head. I want to be able to meet new people. I want to have time to foster new relationships and create friendships. I'm planning to host a meetup here in September, as I so look forward to getting to know you guys. This is great as far as, initial connection goes, but I want to form real friendships. I want to be able to look other human beings in the eye. I want to be able to shake your hand. So this meetup is very important for me, but there is a lot of work involved. I mean, not just talking to hotel owners, but restaurant owners, bus owners, tour operators, all kinds of things. And it's actually proving to be quite a bit of work. I'm really excited about it. I'm not complaining. I'm really happy. But, I need to take a look at the workload very realistically. I need time for personal things, grocery shopping, doing laundry, things like this. Tending to my garden, doing regular household chores, All of these things need to be managed, I believe, if I'm going to have a well-balanced life. I don't know that I've ever actually given any real consideration to creating balance in my life. And if not for the tremendous amount of imbalance I had experienced as a result of narcissistic abuse, I don't know that it would be important to me today. But I honestly want to have balance in my life. I want to have a fluid life that I can move through and try to eliminate as many potential obstacles as possible. And for me right now, I believe a little bit of balance in my life will help me achieve that. So I started thinking about this and I started wondering, do you do the grocery shopping for an hour in the morning and then spend a little bit of time on chores and then spend a few hours, working on the handbags? Or do you not do it by the day? Do you do it by the week? Do I put 2 days aside to go to the beach with the kids? Do I commit to 3 days a week of working on the handbags? Like, this whole balance thing's really got me thinking about this. Is there a healthy amount of time that I should be spending alone, looking at where I want to be, who I've become, getting comfortable in my own skin? Is there a healthy amount of time that I should be alone? And how much time do you spend trying to foster relationships? And where do you meet these new people? Like, do you join groups or clubs? And how much time do these group and club memberships take up? And what does my home-based handbag business look like 6 months or a year or 2 years from now? Am I just trying to find a creative outlet that will generate a small stream of income? Or am I trying to build a handbag empire? Thinking about all of this has really reminded me that this is my life. These are my choices and I'm in control, which is such a grave contrast to what life had been like with the narcissist. Everything was overshadowed by the narcissist. Everything was based on the narcissist. Now, you strip all that away, you cut all the soul ties, you remove yourself from the trauma and all the horror of being with a narcissist, and you find yourself with all these freedoms, like these incredible freedoms to choose what you want for your life. I had been so distracted by the abuse that Trevor inflicted on me. Looking for balance had never even occurred to me. I am having so much fun with the handbags, and several of you have asked to see one. Now, keep in mind, I was trying to create something extremely festive, extremely Mexican, really reflective of my love of this country and the culture. Oh my God, I'm feeling a little self-conscious, but this is basically what my handbag line looks like. Extremely festive, all hand-painted, all embroidered, all completely done by hand, and I will tell you, I am having so much fun with this. And of course, they're all lined, and I did sew them up as professionally as I possibly could. Now, when I said the other day I'm making Frida Kahlo head handbags, I meant Frida Kahlo head handbags. I'd love to hear your thoughts. It's okay. If you don't like them, you won't hurt my feelings, but it might help me to create better handbags if you hate it. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the bags, but I need to hear your thoughts on balance, what you're doing to achieve balance. Thinking about balance lately not only made me realize how gravely out of balance my life was, but it's making me question whether or not I ever did have any balance in my life at all. I don't know if you guys can hear that chirping behind me. I live in heavily populated Chihuahua country. Sorry about the noise, but there is 5 little Chihuahuas that live right across the street from me, and they go off like police sirens 10 times a day. I have relied so heavily on you guys to help me move forward with my life, and I'm grateful for each and every one of you. But once again, I'm calling on you for your absolute best advice on how to achieve balance in your life and what sort of a role you think balance will play in your life as you continue to move forward and heal from this odious form of abuse. How imbalanced was your life with the narcissist? How much of this imbalance did you drag with you as you left the narcissist? And are you still experiencing a lack of harmony and balance in your life today? I want to know what we can do collectively as a group to create real harmony in our lives and create a real sense of stability and balance. I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you're having a great narc-free day.